Yeah, bang bang row. I used to play rugby for Chelmsford Prison, but play a lot of rugby. I mean, every week, nine every Sunday, play rugby, and we play some good teams: Saracens, Wasps, uh, London Irish, London well. Played loads of teams, yeah. Glaze in, my teeth out. Glaze in, put my bottom of my teeth. But I mean, the worst teams like Wasps. I mean, that was a good team. I think we played the second team, yeah. The second team, and they were good players, mate. Some big, big guys in the pack. I was prop. Peter Lyons was prop. I think Mickey Blackmore was hooker. And Ronnie Bender, he was number 8, Ronnie Bender. I can always remember that one. He was number 8. And playing it, we've been playing for about 10 minutes, yeah. And the prop on my side, tight head prop, like listen, mate, he was a little bit over the top, yeah. He kept pulling me down, and he cut a little, he hit me on the chin a couple of times, and I thought, right, you've got to go, mate. You know, you're going to go. You know, so I got all the Ronnie Bender and said, look, he's got to go, this geezer, Peter Lyons. My mate Peter's on the opposite side, said, we're going to do this geezer. Well, I got the ball, I went towards this prop geezer, and he's hit me on the chin. He's hit me bang on the chin, right, with his elbow or his forearm or whatever he done, right? He knocked me spark out. He knocked me spark out. I mean, I take a lot of knocking out, mate, don't worry about it. But I mean, I ran onto it and he hit me and he knocked me spark out. I was out for about, what, I don't know, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I didn't know where I was, mate. I was in Cloud Cooking Land. I swear, I was in Cloud Cooking Land. Ronnie Bender, Peter Lyons went mad at the prop. They want to kill his prop now. Mickey Blackmore was going absolutely prop. He was the captain, Mickey Blackmore. Went over to the sideline and one of my other mates got on as prop. And I said, no, I want to get on and play, yeah? And I thought, I'm going to have this geezer, mate. He's got to go, you know, he's got to go now. There's no way he's getting away with that, you know what I mean? So me, Peter Lyons, and Ronnie Bender and Mickey Blackmore was ganging up on this geezer waiting for him, yeah? Listen, we got him, mate. We got him. Bang! I've hit this geezer, mate. I've hit him so hard. I swear, I hit him so hard. His head must have spun round 3 times on his shoulders. Like that. And he went round and round and round, mate. I tell you. We had a right fight on the pitch with the Wasps, some of his Wasp players, mate. And they were big pack. This prop, he never come back on, mate. He never come back on. I mean, I hit him so hard. But when he hit me, though, cool, blimey, I've never been knocked out like that in my life, even in a boxing ring. Do you know what I mean? But he hit me so hard, and I was running onto it, crash, and my jaw went crack like that. I went over, and when Mickey Blackmore got hold of me and said, we're going to have this geezer, even Ronnie Bender didn't last. I think Ronnie Bender lasted about 20 minutes, half hour, and he went, you know, because he's got a dodgy old leg. But at least he played, and he was number 8, yeah. And I think, I'm not quite sure who got on. I forget the guy's name who played number 8. We had a geezer on the freeze that played number 8. We played a terrible game with him, mate. I played a terrible game with him. he was a right nice geezer, really posh. Could play rugby, in for fraud, a lot of money. I think he was doing 16 years, something like that. And he was a good looking geezer, sort of white, brown hair, you know, young, but good looking. And mate, we got hold of this crow. I've said it, I don't know if I've said it before. Got hold of this crow, yeah, and everybody's like talking to him in the cell, and I rushed out, got this crow myself, rushed up to his cell, lifted his bucket up. We have a piss at night time sometimes, people, and put the crow in there, shut the lid. Well, whenever we banged up, he was in there, boy. He must have woke up or whatever and wanted to go and piss. Lifted the lid off, you can imagine, got his crow jumps out of the miles an hour. And he screamed like a baby. The whole wing was going like, yeah, smashing the door. Like at 1 o'clock, going mad, you know what I mean? Yeah, nice geezer, mate. And we played some good rugby. I mean, the day I played Gray's End, all solicitors, barristers and all that, you know. And believe me, these solicitors and barristers and lawyers or whatever they were playing us, mate. They was a hard, I think it was Gray's End or Gray's End. They was a hard team. And the day that they kicked the ball to me, and I was in the pack, and I turned around to my pack, give them the ball, and then someone turned me around. I don't know, it was the prop, whatever it was, knocked all my teeth out. Whether or not he hit me with the elbow, he kicked me in the fucking mouth, I don't really know, but he knocked all my bottom teeth out. All my bottom teeth come out, I swear. Yeah, mate, and the blood was pissing out my mouth and all that, but I got back on and played again, yeah? Yeah, man, I got all back on and played again, and that's part of rugby, innit? Do you know what I mean? To get hurt. But I used to get hurt a load. I used to get hurt a lot, so I was always fighting on the rugby pitch. Always fighting, because it's a way to let go, innit? Let go all that anxiety, you know, you got in there, and all that adrenaline, you know what I mean? You got so much adrenaline. When you got in that field, mate, you know what I mean? You go white, that's all the adrenaline in your body. And once it kicks off, you know. And some of these rugby players, mate, are massive. I mean, I was what, I don't know, Chelmsford prison after everything I was doing on the weights. I don't know, 18, 19 stone, but powerful, mate. I remember that one day I didn't want to play rugby, yeah. I think it was the time that the geezer knocked me out for about 10, 15 seconds, yeah. The next match, I didn't want to play. I was a little bit, I got a little bit iffy about it, and I never played. But in Chelmsford prison, in the middle, you come through one green, which is the football green. You come through and you got another bit, and which is they had weights in there. They had a corrugated sheet, big corrugated shed, and they had weights. I mean, what prison has all that out in the open? Yeah, and I was like, and I loved it. And I was out there like doing massive, silly weights, like 140 on the incline for 10 reps. In decline, I used to do 180s, 190 decline, 5 reps, you know. And I was doing silly deadlifts and all that shit out there. And they'd been playing rugby, and I was walking a lot in to go in, and these players were behind me, yeah, and they was going, who the fuck's this geezer? Look at the size of it, massive. They're talking about me. I was massive, mate. My back was huge, you know, was massive, and like my chest was massive. My arms were crazy size, 22 inches, 23 inches. You think I'm joking? I used to do it every day, mate. Every day, arms, curls, triceps, yeah, all the time. Never stopped. I loved it, and I like it now. I train every day as much as I can. Maybe hour and 20 minutes. When you're in a gym by yourself and you're training for what, an hour, 20 minutes, it's really hard work, you know what I mean? Because you don't really time yourself, you know what I mean? You don't really time yourself, you just get in it and do it, you know. And this morning I was doing back, I was doing lots of shrugs, loads of lat pulls, loads of lat pull downs, loads of lat pull under forwards, loads of one arm lat pulls, loads of curls, got on the speed ball. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I always start off in the mornings when I go to the gym, always on the speed ball. Always first thing in the morning on the speed ball. Couple of rounds of that, and now just get on my weights. And at the end of it, I go back on the speed ball, yeah. So I'm getting into it really. I haven't been, truthfully, I've got all the gloves, I've got all the pads, I've got all my wraps, everything, yeah. I've not been on the bag since the bag was put up. I had a couple of free rounds when I first started, but my wrists started to go because the bags are big, massive bags, mate. These bags weigh a ton. You know, they're really heavy. When you hit them, crack. So your wrists, so I started doing plenty of weights to try and strengthen my wrists. Yeah, I've got big, massive wrists. They're about 8.5 inches round, you know what I mean? They're massive, thick wrists. And yeah, I was, and now they're getting really heavy and thick, yeah? So I'll start getting the bag shortly. Got nice gloves, got nice wraps, got all that sort of thing. But anyway, this is about rugby. Grays in, Wasps, when they bashed me up. Both these teams bashed me up. Grays in, knocked my teeth out. And Wasps, the geezer knocked my spark out. I tell you what, to be knocked out, it knocked me bandy, mate. It knocked me bandy, seriously. As I said, the next time the rugby was on, I didn't want to play. I said, nah, leave it, you know what I mean? Because I swear my arse I went. When we played the army, we played the army and we played the police. Mate, listen, when we played the police, there was more problems in that game than anything. But I've got to say, they give us as much stick as what we give them. Yeah. When I was getting in the pack, yeah, and I was nutting was everything opposite me. Yeah, it was nutting him. Yeah. I was like, every time going bang, you know what I mean, and they was giving me little digs as I was getting ill, whoop, round the top, giving me digs in the ribs and pulling me down, lifting me up, and they broke my neck once. They lifted me tight right up, mate. They lifted me right off the floor, and my second row, he's got me up in the air, and they broke my neck, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, rugby, it's a tough game, it's an hard game, but in prison, it's a release, isn't it? You let it all go, mate, and all them people in there, Ronnie Benders, Peter Lyons, Mickey Blackmore, and all them people are now dead. I believe Peter Lyons is dead too as well, I've been told. Ronnie Benders dead, Mickey Blackmore got shot in Holland, and it's a shame, innit? All them people, mate, all them proper men. The old man, I don't know if the old man Tibbs is dead. I know Jimmy's still alive, young Jimmy. And proper people, mate. There's a lot out there who play rugby, proper men. And don't forget, little Clarence Cole, black geezer, Clarence Cole, I believe he's dead. Clarence Cole, one of the best, fastest rugby players, wing players I've ever seen in my life. They couldn't catch him, mate. Once he got the ball, he was gone. He was like a rocket. And they all made a beeline for him. They all made a beeline to do him, you know what I mean? When they made a beeline to do him and they hurt him, it was our job to smash them. And we just smash them, mate. I loved it because they can't do nothing. Really, the screws ain't doing nothing, are they? If you get fighting on the wing and they get like nicked and this, that and the other, maybe lose remission and put down a block, go shipped out another nick. But when you're on that rugby field, it's a different kettle of fish. It's a different kettle of fish. You can have a fight out there and they don't care, mate. You can have a right fight. You know what I mean? We used to love fighting. We used to love it, mate, out on the rugby field. Even though sometimes you come back to the wing and you're all buckled up and they've done my teeth, I was all smashed up and the geezer knocked me out and fucking me, I was still in a bit of a bad way. Even like when I went back on the pitch to play, and I had concussion and everything, honestly. Even though it bashed the guy up, I had concussion, mate, bad concussion. You know what I mean? It's not good, mate. Anyway, bang, bang, well, please press the like button, nice one.